Welcome, 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 returning and new subscribers. I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Ambala Pantera. Welcome onto the channel. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's make sure. Okay. All right. So, as you can see from the message Ancestors Speak, because as I'm preparing for your live, I normally refresh my altar. I tend to do it daily. That's just what I enjoy doing. And I did this rising, but I've also received the message to refresh it now. So there is a fresh cup of coffee and a beautiful glass of water. And one of the messages I kept hearing, that in every age there has been some form of deception. The lack of knowledge is what will bring those towards that level of ignorance to not see the deception. There's so much more that's coming through as far as a Q&A with the ancestors. And right now, as I'm saying ancestors, it's speaking to all that is connected to source and the journey that this collective, I would say, and any collective in alignment to the expansion of upward and forward motion of stepping into one's liberation and freedom is going towards. Those are the ancestors that are speaking through these messages. I also have my cup of coffee. So yes, let's tune in. Let's tune in, y'all. The first form of deception, well, not the first form, but the most recent form that lasted for 2,000 years amongst majority of the collective, was that the savior was external. And this is the age of Pisces, which has to do with spirituality and beliefs and so much more. But these beliefs and spirituality is what would help one to self-undo themselves from anything that is not aligning them to them becoming the I am that I am. Entering that portal of that Godhood, or entering that space within the brain, fully connecting with the pineal and pituitary. Okay. A lot of channeling is definitely gonna be happening here. Because as I'm having this conversation with the ancestors prior to coming on to the live, there was some music playing in the background on YouTube, and there was a particular program that showed up as an ad that literally answered every question I had. And it had something to do with the pastor giving basically a sermon about the prophecy of the coming of Christ, which was by Anna and Simeon, And then you have him describing Jerusalem. Now, just a few lives ago, we were discussing the energy of Jerusalem, which is the spiritual center in consciousness, or the heart center, also known as the city of David, which symbolizes the great nerve center just at the back of the heart. This is the point where spirit sends its radiance to all parts of the body. Now, as far as what people know from the age of Pisces, first thing was that yes, it's an actual location, but the way it's stated in that text, it's not about a location. As you can see here, it's speaking to the heart center, or the heart chakra. But this is also the place where who they call Jesus was born, was crucified, and was also resurrected. The heart center, the center. Now, we're stepping into, we've been in this age of Aquarius for more than 100 years already, honestly. But there's just another reawakening, as there will be many more reawakenings. And this is Aquarius, which is connected to astrology, astronomy. The rebellion wants freedom. So of course there's going to be some form of deception when it comes to that. And it's already been happening. As far as the meaning of certain things changing from what it actually means. The same way that the masses during the age of Pisces were deceived that a savior was outside of themselves, there's going to be a switch up in information in Aquarius. Everybody's going to be putting information out. But those who know the truth is not hidden. It's just for those who are willing to seek it and see it. So when it comes to astrology and connection to the tarot, there's going to be so much done, everything possible to confuse the collective. But again, there are those who know and those who are going to get sucked in and buy information that is just now being put out there. Because in the center of that astrological wheel, which is a representation of what was being taught to the collective during the age of Pisces and someone being on a cross, if you take that circle and put it into fours, you have a cross in the center. And in the center is you. You see where we're going with this? But this is also why this message, channeling from the ancestors, is going to come in parts. And I'm getting something here also before even coming on to the live, something about Saturn Day. This Saturday. I have an idea as to what, but we'll be trucking along. Right now we're in the moon hour, approaching a Saturn hour as well, though, right after that. Now, in that ad that came up, is the man named David, by the way? Hold up. Because everything is symbolism. This is why, I've been mentioning to you all, can you read the signs of nature? Can you read the symbols that are being presented to you? Can you read deeper than what is? Yeah, his name is definitely David. David Jeremiah. Okay. And Jerusalem is the city of David. He mentions that Jerusalem is mentioned 811 times in the Helios Biblios, or the Bible. 811. Okay. Now, when I look into the Hebrew connection to it, it resonates with grapes or wine, or we can also look at that as abundance, a form of abundance, or life force as the way they, use the wine in communion as a symbol of blood or life force. Okay. And 811 would be the Six of Wands. So nothing's a coincidence. Shout out to those of you 711 on the screen, 733 on the clock. Yeah, massive message right now. Those of you that are tuning into this live, or if this is a replay that you're tuning into, welcome. May the messages that resonate with you and the level of your spiritual journey allow you to grow and expand and see through all that can come through as BS, because there's going to be a lot of it. Okay. All right. But just know I got you. So if there's questions that you have in regards to, symbolism, the meaning of something that you possibly have been seeing, but you're hearing about it signifying something else, ask those questions. Okay? So, all praises due to the Most High. Mama Universe, Papa Universe, shout out to all of you. I feel as though I do have to take this. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up energy button so this message gets out to your fellow gods and goddesses, mystics, seers, oracles, guides, all of the above that is here to assist the star seeds. Send them out to the star seeds so the star seeds can get on your fellow star seed family. All right. So speaking of, star seeds came out several times there. Let's go to that deck. All right. And let's look at what we have going on. Yes. This is exciting. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Forge. Don't follow. I'm telling you. This ain't the first time I'm telling you about this here Aquarius energy. There's going to be a lot of information, but you better do your research. Because it's even, what do I mean by research? Well, put it this way. It's October, right? But it's the 10th month as far as we all know. But an octagon is 8 sides, so it should be the 8th month. Things of that nature. These are the type of things that I'm speaking to as far as do further research and you align with the rhythm of nature. No longer allow yourself to be deceived just by what's out there. Okay? Because it's going to get deep. I'm telling you. But beautifully so, Pluto going into Aquarius is right before the moment of the nodes changing from North Node Aries, South Node Libra. to North Node, Pisces, South Node, Virgo. Now we have this solar eclipse, new moon, ring of fire, which is also where that ancestors message ring of fire was coming through in the other live as well, connected to the South Node. So this is, you know, cleansing out outdated relationships, or your perception as to what it is that you can connect with, or who you connect with on a one-to-one basis. The blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. All right, that's what we got there. The blue flame, integration time, speaks to Jupiter energy. Let's see what else we got coming through here. What's the message? That's a papa. Let's see. Earth. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it, is the first message out. Earth. The challenge for all souls having a human experience is to be in the world but not of it. To realize they are souls having a human experience and be fully conscious of it. To have their soul fully embody their body. People's personalities tend to relate to either transcendence or immanence. Those who can lean toward transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical. They yearn for a personal experience with God, generator, operator, destroyer, and to be lost in the heavens. I would say journey through the heavens. They're envious of angels and are more comfortable praying hanging out in the stars than on the earth. I wouldn't say that, although that's here in the text. So, ancestors speak. Those who lean towards transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical, journeying through the heavens, connecting with the angels in angles, and praying, hanging out in the stars, which is what they would prefer more than being on earth, which speaks to in this world but not of it. Those who tend toward immanence have attached themselves more to the earth and their body. They spend more time thinking about things in the physical world rather than connecting with the heavens or their own mystical inner worlds. Now you're being asked to balance all of this out. Okay? Being on earth and in the body, while also connecting and journeying through the heavens, which is the most heaved up space in the body. Your brain is where that dwells, but you would have to reactivate the right hemisphere of the brain so you can be receptive to the soul star chakra information that is being downloaded through the brain so you can upload it. Let's see what else. We have here the 7 star sisters at the bottom of the deck. Birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. Let me get one more. Okay. Uno más. Wow, you are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Now, there's something here you're being guided to do that you may be the only one doing. The innovator. You're becoming the innovator, the pioneer. That's given manifest and generator energy, the pioneer. Okay. You're moving into a cardinal state, so you could be either of the 4 cardinal signs. All right, of Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Any of those 4. Now, if this is in relation to becoming more innovative as far as those signs, the fire sign would have something to do with innovating ways of life. Earth signs innovating a way of wealth. Air signs innovating a way of relationship, and water signs innovating a different way of coping or handling endings. As far as the cardinal signs, Aries, fire, right? Cancer, water. Libra, air. Capricorn, earth. So some of you may be feeling as though that taking this step, you may feel alone. Well, guess what? Here's the first thing the ancestors want you to know: that you have figured out what your purpose is. You have figured out what your divine purpose is. It may require a period of isolation. You may feel as though you're taking this road alone, but you're not alone, just as the message says here. Okay? So, 7:43 on the time. So sevens could be highly significant right now, which means, yeah, you have discovered your spiritual mission here. Your ancestors are asking you, well, letting you know it's okay. And also asking, would you fall into my arms? Would you surrender? We have here holding the opposites, extremes of life. Whatever you feel that may be a heavy burden, as far as it's 222 on the screen. As I'm saying this, there's a moment of deja vu happening at the same time. But the deja vu that I'm experiencing right now is me telling this to someone in a dream state. 7:44 on the clock. Yeah, I told this to somebody. Don't know who the person is. And it's actually a dream that when it happened, I didn't remember, but I'm seeing it now. So that could also be something here that could be occurring for some of you, where you're wondering, when did this happen? This could be a dream that you're remembering, or an actual situation that happened in this waking state. Now, holding the opposites, extremes of life, surrender, whatever this is that you feel that is a burden. You have, you know what I'm saying, your spirit guides, angels surrounding you. All you have to do is ask. Even something as far as, let's say you are experiencing some type of pressure, physical pressure on the body, or ascension symptoms, you can let source know, or spirit guides and angels, let them know, listen, turn down the intensity on that just a bit there, please, on tanks. Yes. Because yeah. You know what I'm saying? So let me get one more. The void. Okay. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. Light, dark, electric, electricity, dark. Give me 1 second here. Something here about aligning with your community. Finally, I'm also hearing. But this is once you decide, first and foremost, to surrender. Enter the great cosmic womb. So going within oneself. Allowing yourself to go to whatever that feeling is, as far as where you may feel alone. What's triggering you to feel alone? Because you can also channel that energy or that information, that whatever this is that you're being asked to do as far as your mission. Know that you're going to be aligned with your community, those who hear you, who see you, who understand you. Okay? Don't get discouraged here now. All right? Look at that. You got star ancestors, hidden secrets, loss, wisdom. Look a little deeper. This is why I'm saying, when you embark on this journey of you knowing exactly what you're supposed to do spiritually to align with the physical in a way that you have this sense of liberation in anything that you do, you may go through this period of you're the only one doing this, but that is just for the moment. That's not going to be forever. That's a period for you to go a little bit deeper, all right? And grab this wisdom that is lost or deep within you, not necessarily lost, it's just at a depth where that loneliness connects you to it. Where a situation allows you to dig deeper. Whether if that's a separation from a partner, whether if that's, a change in job status, you know what I'm saying? Just to give an example, random changes, sudden changes that place you in a position to look a little bit deeper. But that's only if you allow yourself to do so, because it's very easy to get into this victim mode. Why is this happening to you when it's actually something happening for you? Okay, so let's get a little bit more going on here. Where am I? Let's go. What are you guiding the collective to do, angels and ancestors? What's this? Oh, the high priestess. Harness mystic power flew on out there. What are you guiding the collective to do, angels and ancestors? Wow. To take note of intuitive messages, the moon, the different cycles. We have just approached the Saturn hour. Okay. 13th hour of the day. Transformation. It began at 7:15 though. 7:15. And we have the moon officially in the sign of Libra. Okay. Approaching our solar eclipse. Give me 1 second. Which will occur 1:49 Central p.m. Standard Time or 2:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have it at 1 degrees right as we speak. Okay. Archetypal, universal, and diffuse allegiance activities and realms of experience. becoming camouflaged perfectly by adopting a persona that is wondrously engaging and easily connected with, putting it on a bit heavy, thick grease paint. You exult in getting away with seeming to be the world's most anonymous person. I'm hearing taking off the mask, taking note of intuitive messages, and taking off the mask bit by bit. What else are you got in the collective to do here? Let me see. Feel love and comfort the moon, Mother Earth. Wow, a lot of celestial bodies coming through here. You got the moon, you got Earth, and the warrior. You see what I'm saying? You see what's going. Yes, you see what's going on here. Bliss is in love to you, my love. You see what's going on here. You are not alone. You're being asked to be fearless and stand strong. Okay? I feel as though this is the past version of you learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. You have learned. That's why that 1133 showed up, 711 on the screen, and the 733 showed up on the screen, because you're now in a position to teach what it is that you have been given the vision of. All right. You're going to be physically connected to a community where you can feel loved and comforted. But right now, they want you to continue to take note of intuitive messages. This is why certain situations may happen as you either discover fully and or embrace what your mission is. Okay, you're going to be connected physically in this physical realm with the community where you'll be feeling loved and comforted. So be fearless and stand strong. Take note of intuitive messages. I'm going to pull the tarot on this here as well, but let me get one more card. One more. Okay. Woo. All right. There you go. The Oracle. Wait for important information at the bottom of the deck. Great. Look at that shit. You see that? Confirmation already, baby. Great teacher. 33. Flower of life. Whew. Learn from the spiritual experiences. Yes. Yes, that's what this is confirming. You've learned. 532 on the screen. That's 55754 on the clock. All right. The crown, the throat chakra, and the heart. Ooh, heart is light as a feather. 755. It just turned to 5. Your voice just went up another octave. Or higher octaves. Higher octaves. So Mars, higher octave Pluto. Mercury, higher octave Uranus. That type of energy. Okay? You having an understanding of the way you take action, the way you think and express your perception. You're going to see a lot more in regards to that Pluto, the Uranus-Pluto energy. But also you got Pluto going into Aquarius, ruled by Saturn originally, then Uranus. Learn from spiritual experiences. The ancestors want you to wait for important information. Let's go to blah, 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 blah. Can't even speak at this time. Yo. Let's go to, before we go to the tarot, I'm going to pull energy cards here. There's something here about a strategy as I stop shuffling the deck here. The important information 21 has to do with the number 33. The message is coming through 33. So this is also, okay. Because there's a change in definitely in the dynamics of love, a significant other. 2133, that's 333 though. That's a 9. There's a lot happening over here. And there goes the man holding the heart that popped out a little bit there, which is another 9. Yeah. Something here. The heart chakra. The heart chakra. Okay. Okay. Solar eclipse. A lot is being removed from the gut space, the 4th brain, so you can rise to the heart chakra. This is going to change, definitely, the dynamics that you have with a lot of people, or the way you receive information. You got healer, well, magician and the mirror, 53, 8. The 29, the world. 22, yin, yang. Show me, okay. I'm gonna leave that there. Show me the energy of the moon. Show me the energy of the moon. Something about Mary Magdalene. Show me the energy of the moon. Wow. Order of the Red Rose. But this is also speaking to Isis, Aset, Hathor, Sekhmet, that school. Nefertiti, all of them. This here. So we'll look at that afterwards. Take note of intuitive messages. Here you go. Heart chakra, 38, Archangel Raphael. Okay. That's also speaking to 9 of Cups energy. Take note of intuitive messages of when you feel emotionally fulfilled. Or take note of what it is that you've been asking for and has come to fruition. Okay. Feel loved and comforted. Show me the energy here. Wow. There's going to be many doors opening, baby. You've been picking up on that energy here. That's connected to this as well. There's something about the rebalancing of the David 6-pointed star. 6. Okay. This is the thing is that this is actually the 6 of Swords energy around there, February 4th type of vibes. That's the 6 of Swords. Okay. Source is going to be moving you to certain opportunities. I'm hearing avenues where the doors that are opening are for you. You'll be able to take your pick. I'm seeing the 7 of Cups show up here. Okay. Continue. Wow. There goes 6. Contract. Wait for important information. Contracts. See, balanced out. There you go. There you go. All right. Wait for important information regarding a contract as it relates to the heart chakra. One more here, okay. One more there. One more there. What do you have? Another 6. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Protons, electrons, neutrons. You definitely got 666 that showed up. Pen, it was written. Take note of intuitive messages. What you write becomes your reality. What you write is becoming your reality. Wait for important information regarding this contract. Now we can go here. What is this? Appreciate another 6. What the fuck? 15. Appreciation. Okay. Appreciate love, though. Appreciate lovation. Appreciate love, and you got this door to romance. You know what? This reading is over. This reading is over at this point. Yep. And she's also representing the earthly form of the high priestess. Because notice that they kind of have a similar, you know what I'm saying? But you notice the color purple. And 811, speaking of grapes, wine, life force. Wait for important information regarding this contract. Source? Now my face got blue. Tingles. So put this back here, okay? Put that back there. There's a pattern. There's I'm hearing a resolution to a pattern. Archangel Uriel, 7th chakra. There we go with the purple again. It was written. It's in the book. It's already in the book. It's predated. There's something here. The ancestors want you to know that what is occurred. This is predated. So the book of Thomas, which is obviously not in the Bible. But it's what occurs before Genesis. Which is the book of understanding. Let's go to my deck here. There's a reason, a purpose as to why some of you, your appetite could also be changing, where you may not even realize that all you had for the day was one meal. Rebirth. Okay. Wait for important information. That's wild, because this word I got when I was watching Emily in Paris. Again with this Da Vinci Code. The Mona Lisa. Feelings are programs we give life to. When we say I am is at the bottom of the deck. Let me see what's going on here. See, 13. We're in the 13th hour. Okay. The mother here, Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. Ah, woo. Bingo. You have the ancestors' ring of fire. Emotional wound. Work with black tourmaline here. Polar reflection, selenite, tourmaline, black tourmaline. Okay. Feel loved and comforted when it comes to this emotional wound. Ancestors' ring of fire. That's the solar eclipse. Emotional wound, ancestors' ring of fire. Feeling loved and comforted. Again, I'm hearing finally. Final phase. Being appreciative loved. innovating a new way of wealth. There's something here about a situation you just experienced, waiting for important information that's going to help you innovate a different way of connecting to your wealth of knowledge. I'm also getting. Okay, let's see. That's what this solar eclipse is. Ring of fire. And Proverbs 24:14 is out here. So shall you know skillful and godly wisdom to be thus to your life. If you find it, then shall there be a future, a reward, and your knowing and expectation shall not be cut off, and your faith and expectation shall not be cut off. It says hope on this card. We need to remove that. That is how it's written in the text, but faith is the word we use. Okay. Proverbs 24:14, another 6. 24. There you go. Adjacent possibilities. So shall you know skillful and godly wisdom. You went through a lot of situations. As many doors as there are here, there's something here about those karmic lessons, contracts you have overcome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some of you, this has to do with you being a 9th generation oracle. It may have skipped generations too, but you are the 9th. 7:47 on the screen. It's 8:09 on the clock. Here you go. You got rebirth. In realizing that love is not attachment, so now you're having the recalibration from the heart. You're on your ascended master life path. Again, ancestors. Yep, there you go. Once again, showing up. Definitely the ancestors are speaking, y'all. Cut off all cords of codependency. Sun, Uranus energy here. Cut off all cords of codependency. And reclaim your power as your gifts are being enhanced and reactivated. Stop planting your oak seed in the flower pot and keeping it in an enclosed space. You need more space. It's about to be 8:11 on the clock. You need more space. You are a star. It's time for you to get out of neutral. No more stalling. 00 on the clock. And it's the 1st of October. What's this? Ooh, Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer. Waxing crescent phase showing up. All right? And that is right after the new moon. Courage, moving forward. With faith, let me look and see here. Let me look at the energy of the. Let me see. That would be Libra going into Scorpio, Sag. So the waning crescent phase will carry the energy of also Libra from the 3rd of October, Scorpio, Sag, and Capricorn. By the 10th, 10-10, it goes into the first quarter phase, also in Capricorn. So I'm seeing a situation. Let's say you're going through, an ending of a cycle of a significant partnership with someone. This would be, that waxing crescent phase would be post ending of that partnership and holding on to your faith and courage to continue to move forward with grace and understanding of the lesson that you have just went through. Because this will help you to now expand the serpent bearer. Now this is speaking to the Kundalini. Expand so you can destroy whatever that is, so that way you can regenerate yourself and go through this rebirth. Okay. See that little ass net. Something could really be attempting to get you off course here because of how deep this emotional wound is. Let me what do you suggest the collective do here regarding this emotional wound? The maiden wanted to come out, which is about mate plans and focus. That's where that energy of you're not alone is coming in to play. All right. Allow yourself to feel comforted by your spirit guides. I get it. It could be quite a challenge to allow something that you cannot see or physically touch to embrace you and, you know, give you that reassurance that all is well. But trust, beloved, all is well. That flame on that candle is high as fuck right now. Wow. 8:13 on the clock. 7:51 on the screen. Angels and ancestors, what is your guidance for the collective and going through this emotional wound here? With see your seeds grow. So remember in yesterday's message where I was mentioning to you all that your autumn season is going to feel as though it's spring, where you'll see the growth of what it is that you have experienced. They want you to see your seeds grow because this emotional wound was basically you replanting the seed of your connection to your higher self to make wiser decisions. To make wiser decisions, you have to, you know what I'm saying, know what it is that you have just experienced through these karmic lessons. You've learned a lesson, now it's time to move on. I get, again, I get it. It's very easy to want to go back into a situation, but the reason why you go back there is because you're comfortable. Now, this solar eclipse is very close. This new moon, this renewal, this planting of seeds is going to be close to what? The south node, which has to do with the collective past or past life habits. And it's in the sign of Libra. That has to do with significant one-on-one partnerships. So as far as you feeling that love and comfort to get uncomfortable and step out of that comfort zone you used to be and repeating the cycle over and over again, you're literally being supported by cosmic celestial bodies such as the moon going into this new moon phase, connecting with the sun, solar eclipse energy, to remove whatever gut instinct you naturally have to go back into doing something over and over again, knowing that there will be no growth from that. Okay? So this is why take note of intuitive messages as far as the wishes that you may have had in the past that have come true. Even if that does mean, you know what I'm saying, a significant partnership with someone. They just want you to just have a moment where you focus on the love that you did experience, but that doesn't mean that you have to go back to that situation because of how amazing it feels to go down that path and recognizing I actually did feel love at one point, but then, you know, people have their ways and going through different shifts where it's either you continue to connect with that person or you go on different paths. Either way, all is well. 6:55 on the screen. What other message you have here for the collective, for this emotional wound? Be devoted and committed. Yeah, it's time for y'all to step up. You are the sage. You're definitely the sage. You're the sage, you're the oracle. Remember, the message was wait for important information when it comes to significant contract, and that was the information just now. Solar eclipse very close to the South Node. Libra, what is Libra? Significant partnerships, one-on-one, whether what? Family, career, or love. All right. Look at this. What's at the bottom of the deck is trust your instincts. There are intuitive instincts and there are also gut instincts. But a transformation has to happen, or an ending has to happen. 818 on the clock. So that way you can connect to trusting yourself and the decisions that you make, as it will also align with those that you attract into your life moving forward. Okay? Let's go here. Okay. Look at this. Pallas, Athena. You may also want to see by checking into your asteroids where Pallas is for you. But let me check where this energy is now. Give me a second. Okay. Sagittarius, okay. In the 8th house. Ooh, wow. Wisdom of war and love through the 8th house of a significant other's money, others investing in you, but also, that would be sharing of resources, but also deep, intense emotions with others. Let me see here. Wow. Okay. There's also something here about definitely in regards to finances. I'm getting clarity about a situation, a significant partnership may tie into your finances here. There goes the pen. Contract. Where's my tarot deck? Okay. Show me the energy of the oracle. Show me the energy of the oracle. Show me the energy of the oracle. Wait for important information. Okay. Wow. 10 of Swords. Show me the energy of the contract. Wow. It's heavy. Show me the energy of the contract. There's a lot of this. What's heavy is the idea of forgiving something or someone. Oh yeah, shit. 9 of Swords. 19. which is a karmic number. But this also has to do with your purpose. Oh, wow. This is okay. So this would definitely speak to a very challenging journey of becoming an oracle or a sage, and the different levels of the polar opposite of experiencing, you know, the wisdom and okay, the unconditional love that you get to experience due to the wisdom that you have. So there's a lot of deception that happens here, a lot of betrayal. Wait for important information regarding a betrayal. I'm getting that this important information that you're getting about this betrayal is having more to do with you understanding more about your subconscious mind, your emotions, and the way this is reflecting back to you. Wow. Okay. Two of Cups. Definitely something here regarding a partnership with the lover here. It seems as though something starts off very well, but it immediately turns to shit here. Let me see. Page of Swords. It's a lot of swords, a lot of mental energy. Definitely could feel that pressure in my head. Gosh. Which is another 10 with that Page of Swords on top of it. Either somebody, you were watching someone was watching you, but 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords. These are both cards that have to do with you personally. That you're being asked to detach from with the Page of Swords. I'm getting, how much more information do you need to detach when you already know what's up? Overthinking a decision here. Hangman. Which is about putting oneself in an uncomfortable situation to receive enlightenment. Let me see. Let me. Let's go ahead. Yeah. What's this important information source you have for the collective regarding the 10 of Swords? The 9 of Swords. It's whoa. Yeah. Clearly, how much more information do you need? The 9 of Swords again. Some of you, this is really the reason why you've been having these headaches and nightmares, and it's a lot. Worries, feelings of depression or anxiety, insomnia. This opportunity is designed for you to find your courage. With the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, I mean, whatever this is regarding this contract is for you to see your fears as the illusions that it is. You have to think clearly here about this and take the opportunities that you're being given to actively begin your healing journey. I mean, You've been up a lot. Nights, sleepless nights, thinking of this situation. And just with that in itself, it's 665 on the screen. It's really time for you to really see it as it is. It's coming through as, you know, wanting to nurture someone's potential that they don't see in themselves. Someone here is afraid of being alone. Really afraid of being alone. But what did it say earlier? You're not alone. Feel love and comforted from energies that are way bigger than whatever this is that you're holding on to. 766 on the screen. Okay? I'm hearing for some of you, it's about wanting to be right about something. Wanting somebody to hear and understand your point of view. And this person may not even understand themselves yet to even hear what you have to say. But this situation keeps going in circles, literally in circles. 10 of Swords to 9 of Swords, 9 of Swords to the 10 of Swords. It's time to detach from this. For some of you, this may be a situation you're not even in anymore, but emotionally, you're still connected to the memories. That may even lead you to seeing what this person is doing or checking their social media, whatever the case may be. And may the Most High Source bring in another situation, even if you feel you're not ready for it, with this solar eclipse that really eclipses whatever this is you're holding on to, that it's really not serving you. It has overran its course. You not tired of being tired? Because I'm seeing here is whoever this is hasn't been sleeping. Love where you are feeling appreciated, loved, and honored by another does exist. But wherever you're going to receive this, that's not where it's at. It has overran its course. Whatever this situation is, two people cannot even agree to disagree, can't even have a conversation. There's always constant arguments. And for some of you, you are getting rest, but upon rising, you don't feel well rested. And it's showing on your physical vessel. That's not what you deserve. You deserve more than that. It's time for you to look at yourself and know that you deserve more than that. Love is not compromising. Shout out to Earth the Kids. There's so much about the way people have been, the way information has been put out there to the collective about the way love should be, and you and this person should, go through these ups and downs. Granted, there are ups and downs, but the ups and downs that have been going on in certain partnerships that should have been ages ago over with, that's not what love is. because it's evidently showing that wherever you are at or whatever that connection is, it has reached its point of maximum growth. And there is another partnership waiting for you. That when it does reach, or there's a sense of reaching that max growth, there's another level of growth that you and that person can go to. Why? Because there's also a spiritual connection. Remember the message with the dolphins the other day, yesterday? A love with the basis, with the spiritual basis is here for you now. Okay. Clarify what you want the collective to know here in regards to feel loved and comforted. They said, put an end to that and open yourself to new love, a fresh new cup. Slow and steady. First page of a new book, but it's new. But you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to get out of that sorrow and connect to your power. Which comes from the heart. What's this? Page of Cups. And the Hangman here. Give me 1 second. I want to read it from the, do I have it close by? You got the Ace of Swords here. Let me see. Where are you? Is that it over there? Nope. Ooh-wee. Oh. Okay. All right. Let me look. 1 second here. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man's vigil goes out into the night. Not the dark night of the soul, but the glittering night of the cosmic awareness. True men stand before him, marveling at the vastness of the heavens. They are the two acolytes of the Hierophant Major Arcana 5. And this is the next stage of their spiritual development. Now, the hangman is their teacher, modeling how to give up what they know, the dogma of the church, and surrender to the unknowable. Wow. Surrender to the unknowable. Triple goddess energy here. Okay. The two sides of the hangman card can be seen as an exhalation and inhalation, metaphorically speaking. Here's the other side, which is showing the alchemical symbol here. Alchemical symbols. Let me... Yeah, sulfur. sure. Sometimes I'll be channeling the information and then it's exactly what it is. Okay. On this side, symbols enter the consciousness. I skipped one. On the other side, ego and preconception are released. On this side, symbols enter the consciousness one by one to be perceived more clearly by a mind emptied of expectations. It is helpful to lay this card side by side with the Hierophant and compare them. Let's look. Let's do it. So I said, let me get this book because the way they be getting on up in here, they be getting on. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. So that's them two right there. Okay. Now the Hierophant, okay, will also signify higher levels of commitment or knowledge gained through an establishment of higher order. And as you can see, the three levels of the Hierophant here. But also sitting on a throne as a cardinal. Speaking of, the cardinal signs speak to where seasons change or the beginning of something. 677 on the screen. Now, granted, the Hierophant does connect to Taurus, which is the middle of as a fixed sign. And Pisces is mutable, which speaks of a change or an ending. Okay, now let's get back to this here message. It says here, it is helpful to lay this card side by side with the Hierophant and compare them, as the two acolytes are doing. The snake on the Hierophant's cross has come down to the earth. Wisdom is no longer linked to doctrine. It is an attribute of contemplation. They want you to use the area of life to think, third house Gemini energy, in matters of connecting to wisdom, not old situations that no longer serve you, that just create headaches and paranoia. The mask is broken, illusions are shattered. But the question is, what are you now ready to see? That's why that question was coming up. How much more do you have to see? Obviously, if this is some of you in a situation that you know you need, you're asking for the strength and courage to make the right decision about what to do as far as an ending of something. Okay? Just realize how strong you are to stay in something, and it just continuously creates moments of worry, sleepless nights, all these headaches, all this crying. You obviously have that power to change that around. Once you see that you're just allowing this to happen. It's a choice you're making. You can love somebody to the ether's back and back to the ether. You can love somebody beyond this realm and any realm. But it's up to them to see and take action on their potential. Okay? Hmm. 5, 10, and 2. Something about 2002. the root of a situation, 2002. Let's say you're someone who at that time you were probably, what, 2 years old. There could have been a situation going on around you that even if you didn't have the words fully to express the way you felt about it, you saw it or sensed it. Okay. And now all of that is being purged out of you. This is why it's important, when you have young ones around and you're going through situations and relationships and the partnerships, to really be honest with yourself, because the younger the child is, the more they're going to pick up on the energy. Because they're sensitive to frequencies and vibrations all around. What do you want them to take note of? In regards to Archangel Raphael, the heart chakra, and taking note of intuitive messages, what do you have for the collective? Let me put this here Hierophant back. It was just to compare, to look at the cards together. Wow. We have here the Six of Cups. This is definitely a soulmate. Oh, yeah. The fact that she's in water, he's on land. This could be why, for some of you, a situation that you're in is tough for you to, let's say, again, it's a moment where this is ending. You may feel a little conflicted as far as, it's 8:44 right now on the clock, as far as really shaking that energy off, because it seems as though there is always a switch in realms. I'm getting territory, whatever that, for whatever reason that's coming up. Or something here in regards to an earth sign and water sign that's always switching. Well, that is the reflection. To a water sign, it's earth. Some of you could be in a situation with the polar reflection. Cancer, Capricorn. Okay. You also got Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces. Two sides of the same coin. I'm getting a lot more in regards to that could be something in regards to your moon signs, which speaks to the way you feel, your sense of emotion. Emotions connected to memories, whether it's this life or the past life. What is this? Whoa. Shit. Queen of Wands. Now, it landed in reverse. Look at the other side of this card so you can see how deep this connection goes. Look at all them roots. With the Sphinx. So this goes back, there you go, predated. This could be a situation that's, oh, wow. Okay, age of Leo. This is the age of Aquarius. The fact that it landed covering the male figure and all you see is her in the water, that's some of you definitely have a connection to ancient Kemet. Yes, you do. That's where this is coming in at. 13, the School of the Rose, or Sekhmet, Isis. You know what I'm saying? Nefertiti, Definitely Nefertiti, because she has 6 daughters. So that's also where that number 6 is coming into play. There's something big here. Mm-hmm. Um, Give me a second. Let me look at this here. Because the ancestors came out several times. And there's a ring around this moon also, is what they're making me aware of. With the cross, which is behind this moon. But there's also 3 levels here, speaking to the Hierophant's levels. The serpent is on earth. A lot of that going on here. Serpent's wisdom or dragon wisdom. Well, that's fitting because it is a dragon year. Wood. Show me. Wow. The 2 of Cups. What is going on here? This is something you have to walk away from in this age? What? What is, okay, tell me more. Strength? Oh boy. It's a very strong connection, that's for sure. See that? Yes, we see that. Yes, we see it. Okay. Oh, fuck. Wow. This card really means putting something to rest. Because there's something here regarding competition of there isn't enough communication for this to keep going. That's why. Especially with the recent energy of Archangel Michael's day on the 29th, okay? And this eagle showing up with the wreath of victory. You have the mountains here. You have reached a point of becoming reacquainted with the star that's in the lantern, because they're showing me the Hermit card now. You have reached the point of this transformation. The eagle here, some of you also may have been literally seeing eagles either within the dream state. Yo, speaking of the other night, when was this? This was Saturday. Took a mini nap and I saw an eagle. The same way it's carrying this, it was carrying an owl. I said, oh shit. I said, okay. First and foremost, with the full moon lunar eclipse that we just had in the sign of Pisces, while Neptune is in Pisces, that's a lot of water events going on. Now, that also affects the human body emotionally. So, there could be a stirring up, 7, 8, 9 on the screen. There could be a stirring up of emotions necessary to create change, to wash out. And if any of you know someone or you are going through, these situations, be safe out there, y'all, for real. But in connecting this energy to, water or feelings and emotions one would experience. There's a lot that's coming up to the surface for there to be a purge through the element of water. Look at that Knight of Cups. Rebirth of the Christ consciousness. This horse specifically. Wow. Yeah, definitely putting something to rest here. You got Aquarius, because notice how this is the suit that this figure is wearing, that this King of Swords is wearing, a suit full of metal. Here you have the Falcon. Trust. And then on this side, you see this lightning and thunder energy, okay? And the scythe in the ground. This King of Swords is definitely in a position of danger with the suit he is wearing. So, speaking of storms, not putting this to rest puts one in danger of being in, or which would be a representation of wearing the suit, being in the situation that is at the point of going through a sudden change here through the source of nature, lightning, enlightenment, for your liberation. Wow, Queen of Cups. So on this end, okay, it's coming back to this Moon card, Cancer, Queen of Cups, cardinal energy. What's going to help you put this situation to an end is also reflecting the home. You know, when people go through, you know, their journey and they begin to disconnect from people, whether it's family, whomever, I feel as though if this is a partnership that has to do with love, when you gain the courage to disconnect from certain family members, it's going to be even easier for you to disconnect from this significant other. Because then at that point, you're seeing where, okay, enough is really enough. Or the other way around. But one is connecting to the other for sure. Because the water houses, or the water houses, Cancer, 4th house, Scorpio, 8th house, speaks to endings. The water houses speak to endings. Okay? And the air signs speak to relationships. These intuitive messages you're receiving are definitely coming from Archangel Gabriel, from Raphael. Well, Gabriel for some of you as well. Raphael, though, the heart chakra. Rapha. El. Rafa. 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 For some of you said grandfather. You have an ancestor that's a grandfather, Rafa. As I'm saying that, I'm hearing grandfather behind it. Ooh. Yeah. That Justice card, Amit. And there we have getting out of the way. You went through a very significant karmic lesson with this 1919 that showed up here. For some of it could have something to do with 1919. Give me a second. I have to see what generation we looking at there. Appreciate love you for your patience. Hey, where are you? Okay, it would be around these parts. All right, there's that. Uranus, this would be, wow, Pluto in Cancer, generation 1912 or 14, depending on the months there, to 1937 to 1939, Pluto in Cancer. World War One, preparations for World War Two. Intense emotions and creative imagination. There's something here about, if this has to do with the generational cycle that's being broken, it has something to do with people having deep resentment for other people's great fortune. So this is where the finances come in, where you may have been in a partnership where there has been a heavy mismanagement of finances. Now, that their side of the justice card, why you should really think about this in terms of, it's not hard to let it go. Let me give you the literature on this here. Carved into the back of the throne of justice is an image of Amit, the demon who awaits the heavy-hearted dead. Amit has the head of a crocodile, the forepaws of a lion, and the hindquarters of a hippopotamus. Three ferocious animals who are unstoppable in combination. Similar to Ma'at, Amit is fair and just. She only devours those whose heart has determined that outcome. And yet, something has gone wrong. The scales of justice have been thrown down and broken, and the sword of truth is trapped and overgrown. That is a lot, because this is crazy. The singing bowl just even went off. See what I'm saying? This is Six of Swords, which the energy came up here, 2-4. There are many ways of going about this, out of it. There are many ways of getting out of this. There is a way. Oh boy. Okay. The scales of justice have been thrown down and broken. The sword of truth is trapped and overgrown. Without truth and justice, Amit is free to devour whom she chooses, regardless of their guilt or innocence. With this side of the card, do not ever think that you can sneak around justice. You may get away with it for a time, but inevitably the truth will out. It is far better to face it off to face it of your own free will than to wait and let justice choose her time to cast a verdict. The situation is fragile and fraught with danger. And then you got the bugging tower right behind it. Yeah, that's definitely what was coming off of this here. Big tower energy. Yeah. The eyes of justice is on it. Ooh, with this here dove. Where was the dove just a while ago? It's time to bring peace to a situation for real. Peace to yourself from a situation. King of Wands is here. Whoa. It's a lot of courage. That's what this, that's the feeling of this energy. As far as having courage, it's similar to putting your hands into a lion's mouth. But that could also be symbolic of it's time for you to connect to what this energy stirs up as to why you have the strength to stay in it and knowing that it's no longer useful, instead of using that same energy to connect to your roots that can easily get you to a space where, you know what I'm saying, you can easily manifest the love of life that you truly deserve. Because that shit over here ain't it. That ain't it. It's not it. Okay. That's shit. Ancestors. Warning. Warning. So warning. Oh boy. Oh gosh. With the Justice card here at the bottom of the deck. What's at the top? Oh, yeah. That's that card of reconciliation. Love. But together, Five of Cups, sorrow, pains, and regrets. We're doing the same thing over and over again. It's time to wise up and really look at this situation. Really protect your heart. That sword again. It's showing up. It's time to make a judgment call. There goes the Seven of Cups. Having options to see through this clearly. To see the manipulation that's been happening. Because that also comes up now with Venus being in Scorpio. Okay. Manipulation comes through in a way of an example of that would be someone telling you, oh, you're not going to be successful if you leave them, or no one's going to love you the way that they love you. But did they? Did they actually really love you? I mean, actions, do they really indicate that type of love? Is that your love language? With hello? You know what I mean? It's time to step back onto your throne. Move on with that, with the lessons that you've learned, into a new state. Somebody that literally means move. A new spiritual journey. Amethyst. Being calm in the situation. Flower of life. Regeneration of one's DNA. after this situation. So something here regarding healing, stepping back into your throne. Because when we look at, let's say, the Fool card and the Kabbalah, it sits in the section of Kether, Kether, or K ether. When you look at that way, K is 11, ether, visions of the ether. So Kether is also symbolic of I am that I am, which is also connected to that first house mantra energy ruled by Aries. So allowing yourself to have the courage to start over from the beginning, reconnecting to your life force, because that's also the first house energy, redefining yourself, your persona. Because this is also one of the situations occurring in this here Pluto in Aquarius, age of Aquarius, changes that are happening that we were speaking to in the beginning. Where this is coming through as 9:09 on the clock. For some as Aquarius. But this speaks to the beginning. It speaks to, the beginning speaks to the cardinal sector. Okay? Aquarius is a fixed energy. Now, if one wants to connect this to Uranus, okay, but not necessarily Aquarius, the planet, okay, because of the sudden changes and moves, but not necessarily Aquarius because it's Uranus, but more so Uranus in Aries. But all in all, honestly, the Fool is before manifestation and after completing a cycle. So it can really actually be, when you say I am, anything that you say after I am becomes it. So in that sense, it could be any of the energies here. So in looking at this showing up, let me show you something here. You have the Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. You have another major arcana here. Who would be taking this leap of faith based on who we have? Something here regarding a Libra. Okay. As we do have an indication of a person with this Queen of Swords. And what is this Libra energy looking to? It speaks of the house that rules, seventh house, if anything, right? Relationships. There's a leap of faith in relationships, especially when it comes to something that you have been doing over and over again, expecting a different result. Wanting to work this situation out. Is it something you are wanting to work out, or are you feeling as though you're being manipulated to work this out? It's 9:11 on the clock right now. Some of you literally ask Source to assist you. But you must be able to read through the symbolism and the signs that you've been given. 5110 on the screen. And we'll be diving deeper into what this really means here. because that's also, you know, it's similar to the way some of these things are changing is very similar to what I was saying. The deception that people had during the age of Pisces was that their savior was outside themselves. So now, the deception when it comes to utilizing these tools for one to have knowledge of themselves, yeah, you definitely have to be very careful as to what the internet is saying, and even certain decks are saying. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This is what I mean. 6111 on the screen. There's a lot more that goes into these cards than just what's being put out there. Because this is a prime example of one of the things that I literally saw change right as we were getting closer into Pluto going into Aquarius. I said, you know what? This is crazy. This is why people really have to do their research and know what's what. Because naturally, okay, the Fool speaks to that 0 point energy. Going back to the source, going back to the beginning. And when one is connecting that energy to a sign, if you're speaking to a beginning, you're speaking to a cardinal point, not fixed. And then you'll have descriptions of it where it's saying that where you have people indicating this energy as Aries, it's modern new age, but wasn't that what they've been saying about all of this other information that it's new? And this ain't new. This ain't new. Welcome to the awakening, the reawakening. More. There's plenty of more coming. I said, okay, this is what we doing. Because now when people are getting more in tune with knowing themselves as a reflection or the expression of source and one being God, you would that would be because you are getting an understanding and understanding of that cosmic wheel. Because once again, when you look at that natal chart wheel, in the center of that is you. And it speaks to their 12 houses. You part that in four, you get a cross, right? You got your cardinal cross. You have your fixed and mutable. But when you look at that within the chart, that circle, you put a cross through it. You are in the center. You. When you are in the center of the cross, your spine is in the center. That speaks to the destroyer. You destroy everything that's been taught to you through indoctrination and dogmatic beliefs. So you can go regenerate yourself and operate as the true God that you are and goddess that you are, as a reflection or expression of source and all that is. You can use whatever word you want to call yourself as too. You know what I'm saying? You got your witches, you got your gods, you got your goddesses. Some people want to consider themselves vampires. Some people want to consider themselves demons. You do what you do and do what you do. But just be very mindful that in this age of Aquarius, there's going to be a lot of information out there. Some of y'all may get offended. Some of y'all really are new to this and applying certain, you know what I'm saying, astrological or zodiac signs to some of these cards, but you really got to look deeper into where some of this stuff is coming from. Because in even researching this book on numbers, they were breaking down all the numbers. It might have been from 1 through 100, from 0 through 100, whatever it was. And they were connecting this Fool card to Aquarius, but you also know what the person wrote said in that book, to not even connect to astrology. So why the fuck are you mentioning the sign of Aquarius? This is what I'm saying, y'all. Some of these definitions, if you don't do the research, some of these the ways that some of these cards are being labeled now through whatever deck. Now, well, y'all gotta think about it. AI is out here. It can work for you, or depending on the way one can utilize it, it'll work against them. But there's so much you can do with it that it can work for you. Absolutely. Oh yes, don't get it twisted. And shit. But dive a little bit deeper when it comes to. You ain't got to take my word for anything that I'm saying, but just my suggestion is, when it comes to, if you are someone who is just getting into tarot, really look deeper into what these cards mean, the signs that it's being said that it's being connected to, and see where they're actually aligning. Look at the numbers. The numbers are going to be huge. And you getting to know more about what's going on in each of these messages. You know what I'm saying? So, to each its own. You know what I'm saying? People are on their different journeys. But based off of the research that I've done, yeah, I've noticed where certain things are changing. I said, oh, you know what? This is making sense. There has to be the opposite of, the liberation and the freedom, and it happens again through confusion. Especially when entering an age that is connected to the element of air, but also reflects relationships. And that's another thing. The Fool card is about you and yourself and the journey that you're taking spiritually. Of course, you can look at that as the relationship of self, but that's not really what it's speaking to in that sense. It's really more of a universal card. And this is why, you know, initially when you really look deep into it, it connects to Aries as far as the energy of life force, because it connects to blood or life force energy. But I digress. Split the deck. High Priestess. Y'all see that? The whole screen just glitched out. Yeah. Welcome back to this other side where they want you to believe everything and anything. That's some real matrix shit right there. That's wild. This Ancestors Speak Cosmic Collective message will be another series on this channel. Where I'll make this into a playlist. All right. Let's go to our 2 hours. Sounds right. African Goddess Rising. The way I go about information or esoteric information, I really want to connect more to, you know, the vibes and the natural frequencies that are happening with nature and seeing the expression of it through symbolism. So this is why I speak and express what I express the way I do. And as I said, all is on their own journey. Yemaya. Awakening. Yeah? Oh, yeah. With Ma'at. Source said copy. 10-4. Ma'at and Yemaya. Doing what I gotta do. Doing what I have to do. And you know why it was so significant before coming onto this live? And that ad coming up, okay? Of David Jeremiah speaking to Christ and Jerusalem as the place where Christ was born, crucified, and resurrected. When we recently covered that information in another reading and looked into it metaphysically, that Jerusalem represents the spiritual center in consciousness, the heart center, also known as the city of David. What is David? Love. David represents love. The Bible is it's not a literal book. No, it's not. It's more of a manual of your natal chart. So much so, the people that are playing certain roles, you know what I'm saying, within the church, beautifully so. You got cardinals, you got deacons. You, aren't those the same terms you hear in astrology? And the reason why I'm saying it was so significant to see that ad come up was him mentioning that the coming of Christ was prophesied by Anna and Simeon. Y'all, those are literally my parents' names. There's not a coincidence to that. You know, when they say you choose your contract and when you coming into this realm, even if you don't remember, all of you, welcome to this channel, to this shift, to this reawakening. You have Ma'at and Yemaya showing up. 10 and 40. What's the code for 1040? Copy or heard. Because I'm not going to say anything to prove anyone wrong, but I will express that which will help you to dig and think a little bit deeper than what you're just seeing. Okay? So you don't get caught up in that mental slavery. 9:29 on the clock. Salud. Arcángel San Miguel. Blessings and greetings, Archangel Michael. It's so wild too, because I actually I actually had the peace dealer look into my chart. He literally said, yo, you really are, you can really create your own religion. I'm about to say, well, not so much my own religion, but you know, he spot on. Yeah, it's not so much my own religion, but getting you to really see what's really going on. The truth is always hidden in plain sight. But in complicating what's simple, distracts one from the truth, takes you off track from the truth. See? And beautifully so that this energy is coming through on a Tuesday, which is a Mars day. And it's the first. Then there ain't no coincidences now. While Chiron is in Aries, the North Node is in Aries. It's about you regaining your life force now. That's what Aquarius does speak to, the power of the people. But you as the people need to know your power. Giving and receiving, awakening. What message do you have? Wow. You got harvest, which is the season that we're in now. 43, a 7. These cards are so beautiful. Oof. Child, I was about to say so much seasoning. That is so much color. What message do you have for the collective as it relates to them connecting to the truth of their power? When I mean power source, you know what I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to that divine, even if it's cosmic, galactic, magical, whatever it is that is beyond the one's conception or perception of the mind. What do you want them to know about this energy? Okay. What do you want them to know about this energy? Oh my God, I'm telling you. Ouroboros. Oh wow. That's infinity, eternal, and past life. It's 9:34 on the clock. We're stepping into a 9-year. Get ready, y'all. Get ready to step into what it means to connect to that eternal source and experience it through a human experience. Because another thing about the age of Aquarius, it also extends life expectancy. It speaks to that as well. But it's connected to knowledge. What does it say? My people perish for the lack of knowledge. Ignorance is not bliss. And all of this, and speaking about the fool's journey or the journey of mastery, the 0 card. Mm-hmm. Because even if when delivering these messages, I may speak in parables, it's more so coming from a source that I can see the connection in so many different things at once. And when I express it, it's more so, it may not seem as though it's simplified to you or parable, but those who can see and understand will be able to. I'm not here really to decipher the message per se in that sense of what parable is being expressed through the information coming from source, but more so to express it because whomever is to hear it in the way that it's being said will enter and understand, so that way it takes them to the level of overstanding. There are many levels to one's spiritual evolution. That's overstood, highly overstood. I get it. Absolutely. And then you have here at the bottom of the deck the message of controversial assessing new perspectives. See what I'm saying? You may or may not see it, but a lot more is going to be unraveled through the ancestors speak. Messages, cosmic collective messages. Agarthans. Manifesting multidimensional perception. That's that, yeah. Attunement. So the honk 2 times, 9:38 on the clock. Literally what we was just speaking to in regards to the chart and the cross. I'm gonna say it in this one, but in these type of messages, I'm not gonna say it in another because I just felt the energy of the. Because there's a lot of messages that's being channeled. I'm gonna have to watch this whole shit over. But when y'all see this title, once the channeling is closed out for the moment, it may be points, maybe videos where we abruptly just end the transmission of receiving a certain message here, because right now I'm being guided to pause it for now. Pause it for now. Pause it for now. Okay? So we will be concluding this message here. Just tune in whenever you see that title that you see right now. Yeah, we gonna be going over that side of things, okay? 9:40 on the clock right now. Yeah. Awakening this. Y'all, when I tell you, I literally felt, I normally feel that, but it's getting stronger, where the guides that I have, that Q&A is becoming louder, as if I'm literally sitting here with somebody and they're asking me questions back and forth. And then I get the answer. If there's any doubt, even for the slightest bit, before it can even become the D in doubt, something will show up on an ad or a screen on the phone to make it clear that yes, you see where the response, where you were going with the response to what the answer was to the question that we just asked you. Yeah, that is the response. I'm not here to change anybody's ways. I'm just here to deliver messages to those who are ready to receive whatever it is that they've been asking for. And if you resonate with my messages, then welcome. If not, obviously there are other people and readers you can go to for your messages. They're not gonna do me no harm. I'm not gonna take it personal. None of that. Do what you gotta do for you. But all I'm gonna say is, whenever y'all see this title over here, right there, Ancestors Speak, Cosmic Collective Message, yeah, we going over to the other side. Because that may not be all the time, obviously, but I am picking up the energy of from now till Saturday. for whatever the reason that is. We'll find out. We'll find out. But welcome to this side of it. Welcome to this part of the journey. All right. Okay. I love y'all very much. I appreciate love you all. You know what I'm saying? Have a beautiful rest of your evening, and I'll see y'all in the next live. Mwah.